Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fantastic, wonderful, and fun-filled episode of The Dice That Bind Us. We left off after some insaneness last episode, but we'll get into that later. My name is Alex. I'm the person that herds all of these nerds together and helps them tell their wonderful story. I use he/him pronouns, and I play all the characters that the people around me do not.
My name is Dash, and I use they, them, their pronouns. And I play Lysander Elias, the Furbolg Paladin to Sylvanas. And Lysander uses he or they pronouns.
I'm Dakota. I play a half-orc barbarian Gargak, and we use he/him pronouns.
I'm Rob. I play Anook, the Goliath druid of the coast. And we use he, him pronouns most of the time.
Hi, I'm Ian. I play Tepartos III, the Furbolg life cleric of Sylvanas as well, and the both of us use he, him, his pronouns.
Hello, my name is Zach. I play Tumult, and we use he, him pronouns. And, sometimes we're good, sometimes we're bad. We're just here.
Hi, I'm Devin. I use they, he pronouns, and I used to play Ivan, who might not be making an appearance for a while. Ivan uses he, him pronouns.
Hi, I'm Az. I play Templar, and they're a human bard, and we both use they, them pronouns.
Wonderful. Who wants to do our lovely, lovely recap from the last episode?
Am I still on recap, man?
I mean, if you think you can do it justice, by all means, go ahead.
Alrighty. So, last week was our wrap-up from our fight with our friend Sulan. And we asked them a lot of questions that everyone else but me came up with because they're all great. And we found out that the owner of the place will make us make 3 choices that will affect our this world when we leave, I think, is how I interpreted it. Could be wrong. But they are 3 very important choices, and Templar did forfeit one of them in our bet to Sulan. And we had a small little character development going on, and I met with the group, explained to everyone exactly what my powers were with my little quill, which wasn't much, but it was something for me. And Ivan came out of left field with his own plan. And I love him for it because I knew he had a plan, but I don't think he knew where this plan would go. And he took my quill of Ketra, which was called Oath, but I forgot what it was now. I deleted it.
Beautiful.
Great.
Oathkeeper.
Oathkeeper. I have it in my other notes. Sorry. I have it in my other notes. Oathkeeper. And basically what it means is, if you haven't seen the other episodes, anyone that signs a contract or makes an agreement using this quill is bound by the power of Ketra to obey it. And he signed Temp Bard's contract to Asmodeus, head of the Temp clan, signing their soul over to the literal devil, and disappeared in front of our eyes, also taking my magical quill. Also bad, because now Asmodeus has it.
Not great. Not ideal.
And then some other things with Ivan were going on where he is now a part of the Temp clan and got sent to work with our friend Zephyros after a very clutch roll from himself, convincing Asmodeus that he would work for him. I will say, I was not prepared for that to work. I don't think Alex was prepared for him to get close enough to meet it. So he's with Zephyros, which we know because of somebody's very delightful grandma, who we met in the forest for Tepartos' final character development arc here to cleanse himself and change what we needed to about him to help
That's
leave
not
this
all I have.
place.
That's it. You're done, man. I got nothing else for you.
Okay. I won't grow anymore.
No, it's
grow
it for
inches.
this part. For this part, And it was so good. We got to meet involve ourselves a little bit more in Tepartos's backstory and talk to someone from their past and learn a little bit about young Tepartos. And I got hit a couple times, but
You deserved it.
Respect
And
your
Marcos's
elders.
grandma is a delight.
I can be a little shit. But anyway, she told us that she saw Ivan with Zephyros. Hopefully, I was able to tell her, or she listened to me, and to not talk to them when she gets back to the other side, because to me that seems weird. But that is where we left off. Was his grandma has departed us back to the real world with the rest of the Tepartos clan that somehow survived. Or did there? I mean, they might not have survived. It might have been this one and then went back. Who knows? Yeah, our DM is a great person here, and loves messing with us. So
They will forever be with us in spirit, I think, is what I was
yes,
supposed to get off of all of that.
Chuck's DM notes. Sexy grandma.
No,
Mm,
no, no, no,
close
no.
notes.
Absolutely not.
Way to
Absolutely
recap.
not.
Way to recap 2 full
Um,
episodes.
No.
It does get a little confusing recapping recording sessions versus episodes, because we do try to break up our sessions, because the 4 to 6 hours we spend sitting here doing this can get it to be a little long. But Zach, well done. Take your point of DM inspiration. There's one thing I do need to make sure we clarify, and is that you are also great. You said everyone else was great, but you left yourself out. So you should go.
no, I do good things. I do good things, but that was a recap, so I had to go.
Can we
the other
institute
people
if you
that-
say
that were
something
important.
bad about yourself, you then have to come up with 3 good things about yourself?
Did I say something bad about myself?
I mean, you left yourself out. I don't know.
What do you
I don't
mean?
know if
I
that
said I
counts.
had a great character development, and I explained to the party what my powers were.
Yeah. But you said they're all great. But you said they're all, not we're all. They're all, we're all.
They are all great.
That's semantics.
Right? I'm just saying.
Because
Take your compliment and don't get defensive about it. Now let's play
We'll
some
put a pin in it,
D&D.
and we love each other
You know
very
what?
much.
I'll
That's
find
right.
a
We're gonna
way.
explore some Dungeon Dragons or not.
I think this is it to try to
Probably
find a
neither.
way for me to not be good today.
So, as Zach explained, correct, you guys are in the middle of the Ardeep Forest. The rest of Tepartos' former settlement now gone, seemingly have gone back to nature itself. And the world is yours.
Well, that is one of 3, I suppose.
Oh, that thing she do with the tree, that was some spiffy stuff. Maybe someday a Nook will be strong enough, he'd be able to go through trees like that, yeah?
Probably. You will. I am certain that you will be able to live up to the example that Milia set.
Also, Tepartos, your grandmother is the delight. She reminds me of my village elder back home.
Oh,
So it
Jesus.
might be some sort of truth that we are all family in some way, huh?
In some way, I have no doubt that we are connected. At the very least, through Sylvanas, through Furbolg, through the many clans that we come from, all being the source of one great whole. Tepartos just realized what he said.
So now we go to Golden Fields. That's the next hint of a lead we have, right, Anuk?
I think so, but first we gotta go to Waterdeep, because people want to spend gold or something.
Yes, there is trading that must needs done. Also, you are all down there more so than usual.
Yeah, you need to watch your head on door frames in inns, in nature, in
I don't know
everywhere.
why you look
Oh,
up when you look for door frames. I mean, they're gonna be right here now.
Oh, shit. Tepartos already had that. This was problem before.
Oh, so they're gonna be down here. You're gonna have to really go under those door frames.
God damn it.
You gotta go under.
Like,
Fun fact: you actually do not fit in my my tiny hut anymore.
you're too big for the tiny hut.
does Tepartos have to sleep? Tepartos loves the tiny hut.
That's okay. You can
You're
have my
actually too
space.
big for the tiny hut.
Oh dear. All right, we will experiment and expand. Well, Tepartos has expanded, but experiment with what will go forward from here. Oh goodness, this is strange. Tepartos will have to do some soul searching and body searching. Anyway, our next lead is Golden Fields, yes. We have something awaiting Anuk there, we believe, as well as
Tumults.
Lysander, something that must be seen within you. We should also probably figure out how to get back to Ivan as quickly as we can. And
Hanzo.
I mean, Ivan is back on the prime material, so if we get home, we get
Right.
back to Ivan.
right,
If we all sign the contract, we can all just go home.
absolutely,
We
not.
don't know that for sure. And two, I say we don't contact Ivan as soon as we get back anyway. Not because I do not like him, but because he signed a contract with the devil as far as we know what this contract does, because I'm not signing it to find out. And now he's with Severos.
But
I'm just saying.
being with Zephyros is theoretically a good thing, unless I don't know, unless something is off with Zephyros.
Well, as far as we
Uh,
knew last time we saw him, there was much off with Zephyros. So,
But Sulan said Zephyros seemed fine.
right.
Is there a possibility that Zephyros was lying to us about having his memories missing?
I don't
honestly.
think so. I think
I don't think
maybe-
it was a lie about his memories missing. I think something that came back wasn't supposed to.
This is all complicated, and hopefully.
I was
we
gonna
will be
say,
able
I
to
think
find-
when he had his big blow up, when he got all his memories back, and he lit all his books on fire where he kept his memories, that he forgot a lot more stuff again, and then somebody may have come along and write new memories for Zephyros.
That's a
Oh,
possibility.
that is very true. He could have been friend and is now not friend.
This may be friend again.
Do we remember all that?
Yeah, do we?
You remember the very brief moments at the end of when you were on the prime material. So you remember Zephyros's
Okay.
tower and Zephyros going crazy. Yeah, that's pretty much
Okay.
all you remember. Is that like the last like 10 minutes of being there before you got transported?
Awesome. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Either way, here's this for Lysander and the Nook, and I will hand everyone and I will put down what the note says. I'd added a Nook stuff later, but this was the exact note I had written for Lysander before I'd explained my quill to everybody last session. But that is now in the chat. For what I believe they need to work on, because to me it was something that stood out that they do a lot, and something I had already done when I cast Identify Hellas on the tattoo on a Nook's shoulder while you guys were passed out back in Nightstone.
You do realize you could like read that out loud because we
Yeah,
have people that
for sake of an
don't
audio.
have the chat.
Yeah, but now I want to be a bad person.
Be bad. If you want to be a bad person, do it to the other players. Don't do it to the 7 people that watch our show.
So
I'm
for
up.
Lysander, my thing that I think they need to work on to help their growth on the inside is to work on their ability to trust in themselves and believe in their own power to get over the hump of the fact that we are in this shit now, is what I put in parentheses, because a lot of the times when we're going through the thick of things, Lysander has a tendency to say like, Lysander didn't prepare for this. I just wanted to set out from my village. I was my family, this and that. But apparently fate was decided for us, for our wonderful characters before we even set out in the first place. So it's time to accept we're on it and own up on our choices and stop banking on the fact that we are new and we aren't prepared for this, because who prepares for this shit?
And I mean, Sylvanas did tell me I was set on a journey I did not sign up for, but the defender does not always sign up for their journey.
And for a Nook, the only thing I have is your tattoo's got a weird line of energy that I saw that stood out more than anything else that attached to nature, and it headed in the direction of Golden Fields, but I don't know if it goes to Golden Fields.
I mean, mine is not tied to a location according to your notes, so it may be worthwhile to go to Golden Fields via Waterdeep so people can do the things they need to do in
Mhm.
Waterdeep and then make our way there. I mean, unless we want to cut through this, but people want to do shopping, and Golden Fields look like it was pretty much in ruin and may not have a lot of shops when we get there.
What
Yeah.
time of day is it now that Grandma Tapartos has left us?
It's mid-afternoon. It's not too late.
I mean, the horses literally walk themselves, so I'm sure we could take
Oh,
a
I
rest.
know. But we still got some tired people here. We could have a rest.
We could rest on the way.
It seems as though there is still much to figure out, but our biggest lead is Golden Fields. We have things that people desire to do, so let us make our way to Waterdeep, and then perhaps on the way, Anouk, Lysander, we can all talk together about how we can go forward with this and what your best ideas are of what sort of personal journeys you may need to take.
Okay,
if
back on
you're
back
all
onto
right with
that.
this.
While we're going, I'm going to take out the scythe that I have that we never identified. I'm going to
Oh god,
toss it
that
to
thing.
Partos
Oh god.
and say, try tuning to that on the way.
Why me? Oh, the Partos will try, but he's not much of a weapons specialist. He does not even know how to use an axe.
I don't want to put it in the hand of something that's meant to kill.
It's fair.
The Partos will try.
Also,
But
he's attuned.
What if it gives you like a
Yeah, I'm already
thirsty
attuned.
orc rage?
That's why I chose the Partos.
Well, we did get the sense of goodness and happiness and no malevolence.
Oh
coming
yeah,
out of
he
it.
Yeah.
seems to be a very happy guy now.
And as soon as you have it in your hands again, you feel that same sense of like strength and warmth coming from inside of yourself.
Partos senses no bloodlust from this blade, merely power towards a single type of entity, if this makes any sense.
And then it may be worth it for you to try to attune on the way there. Unless you don't want it and you can give it to
Yeah.
somebody else here.
Well, does
Sounds like-
anybody else want it?
I mean, I might be of more use with it, but it depends what it does by comparison. I have my own abilities outside of this, so it may be useful for you to have additional martial prowess.
Well, the Partos will try.
My brain
His-
thinks it's not a hand. It's not a simple weapon. So
I'm
I
sorry,
don't
we
think I can
gave-
use it.
Now we're giving Tempbard the Goliath shortbow. Well, it's not really a quote-unquote Goliath shortbow. I just have Goliath in parentheses because you said it was from the Mountain Goliath tribe.
It was
that
made
made
by
Yeah,
Goliath.
it was made by
Yeah.
Goliath. Yeah.
Did we give that to Tempbard? I forgot. I just have it in my notes for equipment. I didn't put it in equipment.
I'd
So
so.
I don't think you guys have taken time to like identify NSF either. That was just based on like intelligence checks and those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
So if
You
you
guys
want to
still
identify that on the way and determine if you want it or want to give it to Tempard.
The main reason I'm kind of like getting rid of these powerful things is because I still want to do the thing I asked you guys to do yesterday.
Which was
Attune to the book.
Mhm.
right. I mean, if
We
you
need to find out its powers.
want to do
That
that,
seems to
then
be the only way that we've found to attune to things. And it turned out the quill wasn't even very bad at all. We just used it wrong.
right. So with that, the Partos thinks he will take this axe, but find someone who may know more about it before making any commitments to it. Either way, does this sound okay?
I don't care.
Okay.
But you showed the most interest in it, so
I mean, we could also probably find a high-level wizard in Waterdeep who might be able to identify it better than we could.
Right. Or a talented dwarven smith.
Do you have anything
knows?
else cool? 'Cause,
Oh, lots of
apparently
no.
you did things while I wasn't here.
thunder sticks.
Oh, I have the bone
Any-
counter. If you want
Oh,
the
yeah,
bone counter.
you can have the short bow.
Who has the dagger?
That's also in my notes. I was getting to that. I was gonna pull that out next.
Not to get super meta, but you seem to have forgotten the fact that you have an item you can't open.
Oh no, I
ring
still
box.
have a ring box.
So give me the
Here's
shit.
the
I'm
ring
gonna
box.
cast knock on it. Thank you.
you cast knock on the box and it pops open.
Excellent. Yay.
Inside, there's a ring.
Beautiful. Can I identify the
take it.
ring?
Yeah, you cast identify in the ring. It is a ring.
Well, I
of
don't
evil.
have identify. I was just gonna see if like I could.
I have identified, but it's better if I ritual cast it. So I want to wait until we get on the road.
Well, let's head on the road. We have no reason
It
not to
takes
be
like a
traveling
minute.
right now.
Yeah, but I
an
also don't
hour.
have any spell slots left at Martin, so ritual casting's all I got.
You can go through and ritual cast identify on things if you would like. You just tell me which ones you're casting it on, and we can go through that.
The only ones that are left are the broken rapier, the mysterious black dagger, and now the ring. Because we identified everything else we had up until this point. In a very tedious overnight thing. At least that I have in my notes.
Okay, so are you identifying all three of those things real quick?
Yeah.
Cool. The bow is a +3 short bow.
Oh wow.
You should, and all of this stuff you should be able to look up in D&D Beyond and add it to your stuff. The ring is a ring of evasion, and the knife, the dagger, is a Rakdos right knife. That is, I will type that out in the chat for you guys.
That's
Like from Ravnica?
Yes.
Yes. Those are the three things, and then you guys do still have the axe scythe looking thing that you guys have not identified due to a lack of
power,
magical input into the spell. We had a conversation about that, right? About why that didn't work?
Yeah,
did I explain that? Okay.
Yeah. And the it says armor set.
Oh,
I forgot
Salon's
that is.
leather armor.
Salon's armor set.
There is. You identified that. That is +2 studded leather armor.
Well, I don't know who this fits.
Literally anyone. That's how magic works.
Hey.
I could have armor.
Okay, so Ring of Evasion is important from people who need better AC, and so is the studded leather armor.
No, it's for succeeding dex throws.
Oh, that's correct.
And it has 3 charges, and it refreshes at dawn. You get to roll a d3 to refill charges.
Who's bad at dodging?
Yeah, I just kind of eat shit. So
that is fair.
I mean, I have pluses to my saves.
Let me double check. We're doing great.
Still going a lot of
I have a
right.
+2 to Dex, so I don't feel like I need it. Plus, most of my throws and stuff, I get the bardic things.
I mean,
where I'm
nobody
super
wants
good
it.
at everything.
I'll take it.
There you go.
Who would it benefit them?
yeah,
Top the
Probably-
paladin or the cleric.
and it's guaranteed dex save, so it's pretty
The
good.
dead charm.
Probably Lysander Tempar to myself.
For sake of weird thing, Lysander does get his charisma modifier to his dex already.
I do.
So,
So
his
my
is
dex
already
is
boosted.
+4
Mm.
to my
Okay.
saves.
So Partos, take it.
Perfect.
All right.
The Bartos has another thing.
Ring of
And
Evasion.
I'm assuming the broken rapier doesn't really do anything.
The broken rapier, when you cast identify on it, you sense the lingering magic of a wish spell, but
Oh,
it is
It's.
gone.
You already have wishes.
I only have one.
You just
I
been
used
squatting
my
on
other one.
them.
I
Well,
had 2. I already
I
used
mean, if
one.
you
That's fair.
if you want the hilt, you can have it, but there's no more magic left.
That's fantastic. I still want it.
Okay.
And then the armor should probably go to Tempard or Tumult because you are both squishy.
Yeah, for sure.
You would benefit for extra AC protection.
No, that is true. I have an AC of 13.
I also currently have an AC of 13.
So you two get to decide that amongst yourselves.
I'll buy some stuff when we go to Waterdeep.
Boulder parchment shears, yeah.
I will gladly give the studded leather armor to Tempard.
Yeah.
please take it.
Do I look cool? I still like put it on like fashion show, just like
and
showing
then-
off.
I will ask if it's okay if I keep the 4 collars that he had as well.
Go for it.
Cool.
Fine by me.
Are
You
keeping
can,
the
if
key?
you would like, you can cast identify on those as well to get more of an idea of how they function.
If it works.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so you can cast identify on them when they're open.
Okay.
These are anti-magic collars. What they do is essentially I didn't add them to D&D Beyond. I can if you want me to, but essentially what happens is when they are fully closed around someone, there is a 1 foot field around them. It is an anti-magic field. So they cannot cast or use any sort of magical abilities. Any magic items they are wearing are null and void, and they cannot have any magic cast upon them.
There's no chains on them, right? It's just a collar.
It is just a collar.
I want one of the collars, please.
There's 4 of them. I don't care.
And there is only the 1 key, but so armor's gone, ring's gone.
Partos will hold on to the scythe. Or the
Partos will hold on to
the axe.
the axe.
Sorry,
You
that I
can
almost
call it a
placed
scythe.
myself.
It is meant to be a scythe, but scythe's stuck in D&D. So
Okay.
You will use an axe for rolls, but it looks like a scythe.
correct.
So who's taking the dagger?
Thing, it scares me.
I have lots of daggers. I am very good with daggers. I could take
I
more
don't
daggers.
know if you should use it for juggling, but have fun. I don't really do the
juggles.
whole shanky, so.
That's the right knife.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes,
Right,
much
nice.
stuff.
Yeah, because
Um,
I didn't steal it from the
Oh
shop.
shit.
And then I guess I will keep the Goliath short bow since I'm giving you that.
Do you want to hear the stats on this right knife?
Can you share it to the Roll20?
Yeah, let me see.
On the dagger thing? Yeah.
Um,
Ian, if you want to read them aloud, then
Do that too, but I just
I'll admit I don't know how to share this to Roll20, so I'm just going to read it, and
That's
someone
fine.
else can do that. All right. Proficient, yes. Attack type. Oh, I guess that's for me. Melee, reach 5 feet, range 20 feet, thrown 60 feet, damage 1d4, plus 1d4 for each soul imprisoned in the dagger. Piercing, weight 1 pound, finesse, light, thrown. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. Its blade is cruelly serrated, and its hilt resembles a demonic head and wings. Whenever you slay a creature with an attack using the dagger, the creature's soul is imprisoned inside the dagger, and that creature can be restored to life only by a wish spell. The dagger can hold a maximum of 5 souls. For each soul imprisoned in the dagger, your attacks with it deal an extra 1d4 necrotic damage on a hit. While the dagger is within 5 feet of you, your dreams are haunted by whispers from the trapped souls. The dagger has the following additional properties. Siphon Vitality. As a bonus action, you can release any number of stored souls from the dagger to regain 1d10 hit points per soul released. And Annihilation. If the dagger holds 5 souls, you can use this property. As a reaction, immediately after you hit a creature with the dagger and deal damage to that target, you can release all 5 souls. If the target now has fewer than 75 hit points, it must succeed on a DC 15 con save or die. If the target dies, you can't use this property again until you finish your long rest.
Oh, so it's
got, like-
perfect for 10 fire.
A crazy, soul-sucking assassin dagger.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
that-
part of a pyramid scheme. Everything's fine.
Yeah, no, that seems pretty on brand.
Just working for the devil. It's fine.
Yep.
Oh, this is
So
scary.
I'll take that. And then other than that, I think that's everything I had in my notes for equipment that we've gotten from a couple places.
Besides the many, what did you call them, Anouk? Guns?
Yeah, that's what they call it. They
You
guns.
mean like all
Yes.
these?
Well, I just assumed he had them because
Okay.
I don't know how to do anything with them, and he seemed to know what they were, not necessarily how to use them, but he knew that they were guns. I
Yeah.
didn't, so I just handed them over.
Sounds good. No, thank you for me.
I also have a bunch of guns.
I mean, none of us know how to use them, so
I think you guys are the first D&D party in the entire world that was like, here's a bunch of fucking crazy guns, and you guys were like, nah,
No, too scary.
I'm good.
No for me.
No, I want.
No one knows how to use them, and he tells me not to touch it. So
We're going to Waterdeep so I can learn how to use them.
Yeah, I'm a
Or sell them.
barbarian.
I trust a man that can turn into a giant eagle and then a whale and could crush me. So
I can't
Always-
imagine Garagak but with a gun.
Like, I would just throw them. Like,
Garagak would be like, dude, this wooden piece on the end is so good for just bludgeoning people with.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll just be beating people with a gun.
beating people to death with an antimatter rifle. I love it.
Borderlands.
It's so on
Um,
brand.
Yeah, the gunslinger.
So the group of you heads to Waterdeep to do some shopping, because that's what this episode is going to be: is some shopping and
Yay.
item distribution. There's nothing wrong with that. It happens. I need someone on your way to roll me a d10.
I gotcha, because it's already open.
There.
It's a 7.
A 7. Perfect. You guys travel along your way. The travel is easy. There is a slight hiccup right at the very beginning when you guys are loading into the wagons again, as Tapartos goes to climb inside of one, and it is now a much more tight squeeze.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable, but you guys can shift around and adjust a little bit and make plenty of space for you to sit pseudo comfortably.
Is there covering on the wagon?
There is covering on the wagon, yeah.
May Tapartos punch a hole through the covering in the wagon.
If you would like, yes.
Thank you.
Now our stuff's gonna get wet.
We got to look out.
Tapartos sees all.
I'll just go to the other cart and sit in there.
Okay.
Parto periscope.
I'll
You guys
sit
go
in
ahead.
front like I've got the reins. Hey, horse, take us to Waterdeep, yeah?
Okay. All right. The horses start trotting off towards Waterdeep. You all can take a short rest if you have any need or want to do so, and gain back anything that would bring to you.
Everything.
The warlocks say everything. You guys continue on your way. You arrive at the town of Waterdeep.
Hey.
Nice. You guys, the city is yours. It is, again, it's filled with all sorts of weird people. It is baffling. It is very, very cartoonish, and you swear it looks different than the last time you were here.
What a surprise.
So what stores you guys go to last time, yeah?
Oh god.
I actually don't remember.
Tapartos does not think we want to see the toon version of... Actually, if they were pure chaos back then, they may be actual orderly magic item shops this time. Should we see if we could find lots?
I mean, I suppose we could, but
We could look. Did not
lots
hurt anything.
of shop was different. It may not be here.
We could try.
Or
Maybe
it may
interesting.
Be
Maybe it moves.
So, since we don't have too many memories other than the ones we have of this Waterdeep, with how many times I've been in normal Waterdeep, and I just start walking, do I just have like a feeling of where I'm going? Because I used to go to lots a lot.
Like you guys know Waterdeep relatively well. You got all of you have been there for various reasons throughout your time. So it's not like you're in like a brand new city or anything like that. It's like you were here days ago, and something's different. You guys start. Go ahead.
Last time we were here, somebody decided to release a fucking demon spawn.
We don't know
all
that.
over the town.
That did happen.
We know when Demon Spawn came out, but
you guys make your way towards where you remember lots being, and some memories pop into your head. You guys remember the last time you were here. Namely, as you arrived at town, you guys remember meeting Tumult, and you remember everything that leads up to that, and you remember when Tumult joined the party.
You came here. Like, never mind.
I came here like a lot. It's kind of like my life. What?
Never
It's
mind.
just be where we met you, yeah? It's just a happy memory. It's a memory. Yeah, got you.
You know, I could agree.
You guys start walking towards where you remember lots being, and you're realizing that the buildings are different than the last time you were here. They look the same cartoonish structures as they did before, but you, Taparto specifically, you remember the jewelry shop that you had gone to
Crystals.
to get the diamonds, crystals, yeah. And it's not there anymore.
Oh,
So the
wait.
town is rearranged from when we came here down here a
Wait.
couple
Wait, but
days
we
ago?
were. Yes, right. Oh God, Christ. Oh God. Devantos remembers now. Oh God.
Wait,
Wait.
Shit, disgusting.
the town is rearranging itself.
The magic shop that the rest of you had gone to pick up your items you had purchased is also no longer where you remember it being.
Why is what?
And Anuk,
Yeah.
as you guys are walking through, I know Rob, as a player, you're relatively familiar with the layout of Waterdeep itself. As a vague center of it's very much so like a ring-styled city where there's the outstretching branches. With your passive perception, as you're walking, you glance down and you realize that the side of the road, and one side on your right hand side, it looks as if everything has been spread apart. Like it looks as if the where everything was located originally, that one section of the road is no longer symmetrical with the rest of the town. And you see it looking at the ground, you see some of the cobblestones in the road are cleaner and look newer than the rest of them, and they look like normal cobblestone. And you kind of glance and you look up, and they're very, very out of character in that it looks entirely normal. You see a small wooden building with the word shop written above the door in an old wooden sign that seems to be falling off of its hinges.
It's the craziest place here. I think we go. And that's where I walk.
Technically would make the most sense, yes.
You guys walk into the door, and as you open it, you glance inside and you see long white tile floors filled with shelves upon shelves of goods and varieties of items, and stretching out. It looks very much so like modern, like general store style setup. These big luminescent lights run along the ceiling.
Big box store.
You all know exactly where you are from the first time you traveled to Waterdeep, as if unlocking the memories of your arrival here with Tumult reminded you that there was a place that you should be finding and a shop that should have been here.
As soon as I remember all this and I open the door and I see all these things, oh, hey, I walk in. Lot, where are you at?
You guys hear from the very back of the store again, realizing I think the last time you guys were at Lots was before we recorded. So for people at home who are less familiar with this place, walking in, you guys see a very familiar sight. You see the standing metal shelves full of various items. You see labels on the wall above the shelves. You see armor, weapons, ammunition, adventuring gear, weird shit. Like that, all of these different labels, this very long, expanding area definitely would not fit inside of the door that you had seen walking in here. There's no way this building is the same building you walked into for sure. But all the way in the back, as you walk through all of these aisles upon aisles of items, you see a singular counter. Behind it are two doors. And at Anuk's cry, you hear, oh, fuck, damn it, oh, fuck this, and you hear crashing and banging and thudding coming from behind one of the doors. And you see beneath the door, there is a flash of this like pale blue light. And the door opens, and stepping out is this gigantic troll who folds himself out. He's wearing this very like grimy business suit. And he shuts the door behind him, and he's
Oh, hey there, brother.
Nook, it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too, yeah?
What are my favorite customers doing here, of all places?
That's crazy. We don't know.
Just
Yeah, buying things.
Wait, you
To be
come here
sure.
often?
This
Oh,
only
I'm
my
everywhere.
second time, but Lot, he's a good
Me too.
brother. Yeah, he's a good friend.
I mean, I know Lot. I introduced you to Lot.
Yeah. Lot, you're the same Lot we know, aren't you?
I am, yes. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, wait. So does that mean the stuff that we gave you last time sold?
I honestly don't remember what you gave me last time, but I'm sure it did.
I
I'm
got some
sure it
things
did.
for you today.
It was
Oh,
all
do you?
the equipment I think we had from the
Oh, the like
Same
generic
saving.
like
Yeah.
pile of weapons. You go, oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I threw them up on the wall after a little bit of mending, some prestidigitation, got them all cleaned up a little bit, but I did my job. And they sold like a charm. Thank you again. I really appreciate it. So you're here to do some business.
Oh yeah, I need
Obviously.
some things.
Wonderful. Well, let's get this started, shall we? Business is in fact the business that I am in, and business is my business, so to speak. So,
That makes
what do
a
we
little
got?
sense.
How does that not make sense?
And I just start pulling guns. And
Oh,
so
God.
Oh my! That
all the guns are laid out with all the ammunition except the antimatter rifle.
so you keep all those ones for yourself?
The antimatter ammunition and the antimatter rifle I keep.
Okay. You lay all of these +1 guns across the counter space. He goes, well, you see, these are a little bit tricky.
Oh, I don't think they go everywhere, but you know.
They're definitely powerful weapons,
Well, yeah.
and in the
They're
right
very loud.
hands, very deadly. They are very loud, but they're also kind of hard to sell.
Oh, I didn't think they would be that hard. Especially if your shop is kind of like I think it is, and you kind of go wherever you need to be. You could buy these guns for 10 gold here and sell them for 1,000 gold over there.
Right. The thing is, these devices you have, by all accounts, are incredibly rare. The fact that you have gathered so many in one place baffles my mind, and I have seen some shit, Anuk. Let me tell
We
you.
have more.
We kind of ran into
have
this
more.
guy that was he was pretty prepped for you know the end of the world or something. So yeah, none of us really want to use these. So they
Well,
just
they
taking up space.
They do all
Jack
have.
died.
You died. Now you are
But-
looking a
Oh,
little.
he took a nap.
Slet took a nap. He took
Yeah.
a nap.
Let's take it out.
Right. You do look a little different than the last time I saw you. You got a haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes
Got
sense.
his ears
Yeah.
lowered.
That's
Yeah.
definitely it.
Yeah, you got a little stretching going on. What size are you
Anyway,
at?
you know, last time I was here, I was looking for stuff to put other stuff into. I was looking for like a portable hole or
Yeah.
a bag of holding.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking for that again.
What happened to the old ones?
They're in the regular place. It didn't come with us.
You guys lost all your stuff.
At least all the magic stuff, yeah.
Do you know
Ah.
where we came from, or is this door the same door everywhere?
It's all the same door.
So you are able to travel freely between these two dimensions, or more than these two dimensions.
Not
2-dimension.
not particularly. I am simultaneously outside and inside of all of them at once.
Basically, when you go through the door, you come here, not he goes to there.
Right.
You know, someday I think that makes sense to me, but not today.
But
Well,
you
you see there's this ring.
I don't
Right.
need to know. It's all good.
There's a
Lot-
ring. It's got all these circles on
We
it.
have
Yeah,
talked
brother.
about the ring rather recently, actually.
It's all good.
Alright.
brother.
I understand it. Don't worry about it. It's gonna take a while.
Yes, yes.
Well, I don't. Moving on.
I assume you are in a place that you did not mean or want to go to.
Yeah, we are
Yes.
we are currently in the realm of a
Uh-huh.
primal chaos deity.
We
Uh-huh.
kind of call it Dandyland.
Dandyland. That's crazy.
It is.
I don't think it's on my.
Kinda flat.
By definition.
You see, he turns around and he like reaches up and like grabs thin air and pulls, and a map of the planar circle comes down, and you can see there's little chibi versions of him stuck on each plane, like around the rings, except for like 2 of them that are spread out. And he's like, I don't have a Dandyland on here where I have a storefront set up. That's weird.
Primal chaos
This
deity race.
Actually,
it's
makes
kinda
a lot more
chaotic out
sense
there.
now.
Primal chaos strain. Do you mean like the prime gods, like the primal deities, those guys?
Correct.
Yes.
I've never had an opportunity to make a deal with those guys. Their realms are pretty hard to get into.
Well, you got a door in one now.
That's where we came from.
Yeah, I guess I do. I wish I could go out and see it. That'd be great.
Can you try? Or are you?
Oh no, I'm not. If I leave, then we're stuck here.
Oh,
Or
don't-
namely, I'm stuck here, and that seems bad.
yes. Don't do that.
I think or a lot of my business comes from the fact that anybody could walk through that door from anywhere at any time.
This makes
That's
sense.
big. You see, you hear from behind. Well, thanks again, lot. See you next time. And you kind of turn and you realize that off one of the side aisles, you see walking out is a demon that looks a lot like the one that Ivan summons. This Balgarog is just like, and Lot looks over and goes, oh yeah, Jim, you have a good one. It's been great. Thank you for your business. Glad to see you. And you see when the Balgarog opens the door, you look outside and you see shadow, and you see these like torrential hurricane winds and just like pitch dark world outside. And
Is that where you live?
Is that where I live?
That's where
Yeah.
That's where Jim's from.
That's where Jim's from. Yeah, that's the
Yeah, no.
abyss. Nobody wants to be in the abyss. It's actually right here. And you see he reaches down and he points at one of the circles on the ring. There's that one right there. That's the one.
So,
Okay.
can you help us out with stuff?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Sorry. I got distracted in your little story.
Oh no, you are fine.
So stuff. You have all of these. You little one. You said you have more.
Yeah, I have a lot more guns. I want to keep those though.
How many guns can someone your size need?
All of them.
I don't know because I don't know how to use them quite yet. I want to know how to use them.
Yeah. See, there's the problem with trying to sell these things. Is
You have
everybody
a-
wants them, but nobody knows how to use them.
You have a user manual?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for guns.
Maybe.
Or is there like
Like
a
with
magic item that's maybe like a tube you look through and you can see how to do different things that teaches
A
you in the tube
kaleidoscope.
how to do the things?
You speak of the ancient knowledge kaleidoscope. Yeah, nope, don't got one of those.
It was
I might have a user's manual. I might. Let me look. And you see, he turns around and he kind of like walks around the counter and steps, and he slowly meanders his way over. And you look where he's going, and you see that the label on the shelves closest said like super rare bullshit. And then it shifts, and you see the shelving units physically move in and out of the space and rearrange themselves. And one from behind you, from across the store, shifts and slides around you. And as it slides past, it goes, "Oh, pardon me, excuse me." And it shifts and then sticks into the wall where he was standing. And he looks and he goes, and the new label says obscure books. And you go, "Oh, let me see here. Let me see. Hey, you got anything about guns or owner's manual for guns or anything like that?" You see the shelf. One of the middle shelves kind of shifts up, and the books kind of fall over for a second, and it starts like tapping the top of the shelf, like it's tapping its head, trying to think about something. And then it flattens out and gives like it flattens itself into like a hand shape and gives like the 1 moment pause. And it starts slowly sorting through all of these books and like throwing them across the store, trying to figure out where this one might be. And it grabs a book and holds it to Lot. Lot goes, "Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that." And the book bows over and all the books fall off and it picks its head back up. And as it slides back across the store and resets itself, all the books pull themselves back into place. And it realigns itself, resets itself, and slides back into its original spot. Lot turns to you, Templar, and goes, "I got this."
What book is that?
I got no fucking idea.
I
But the
That
shelf,
was an experience.
the shelf says it's the one.
I will trust the shelf. And I take
Hands
the
you the book and goes, "That'll be 500 gold."
Kind of expensive for a book.
It's one of a kind. It's the only one in the store. It's even from the obscure section.
These
You
things
want-
are also very powerful.
Can I just like? So what does it have a cover? Does it say anything on the cover?
It has a cover. What languages do you speak?
A number of them that I Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Orc.
Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Orc.
Yeah.
You have no idea what it says,
Oh, fantastic! Does
Is it
anyone know what this
Minotaur?
says?
but it does have an arcane diagram on the front.
Is it in Druidic or Minotaur?
No, it isn't neither of those.
Damn it.
Anyone else know what this might be?
I have giant and gnomish.
Giant and celestial over here.
And we lost the cat that has comprehend languages.
He
I
didn't lose the
know.
cat. Somebody gave him a contract.
I know Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Primordial.
Don't you also
And
have comprehend?
I also
languages?
have Comprehend Languages as a ritual spell.
Oh wow, and be useful. Tell me what this says.
Rude. You can ask nicely to a friend.
Can you please be useful and tell me what this says?
Sure. It's a start.
Just barely better.
So you cast comprehend languages.
Yeah.
You cast comprehend languages. You look at the title, and you look at this, and you realize that it is written in Goblin.
Of course it is.
And underneath, you look at this arcane diagram, and it spirals out, and you can see the symbols around it slowly kind of shift. Very like shitty Percy Jackson movie. Dyslexia means you read ancient Greek type thing. Not true. Can confirm. But it shifts around, and you can see the title of this book is Boom Boom Stick Make Dead Dead.
As expected from goblins. I love it.
That makes sense.
What's the author's name?
The author's name is written. You can see, you have to kind of like search through the first couple of pages for it a little bit. It's nowhere on like the cover. You can tell this is like a very ornate, like it almost like a magical book. It doesn't have any like magical properties itself, but it was made with magic. And you look through and you flip to the title page, and it says by Nuck Nuck the Destroyer.
Oh,
Cool. I said boom boom.
I see.
That's literally the title. Boom boom.
Since you can read the book and I can't, do you want the book?
You could probably
What?
share the knowledge inside of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't read it, so there's really no point in me buying it.
You know, it'd be a shame if you were at a magical shop that might have some stuff that might be able to help with that situation.
You're in.
Inflation scrolls.
You're in.
Oh,
Use
lot.
the partos.
Or a potion of comprehend languages or something of that variety.
Well,
Like-
so potions come for any spell, but they're always weak and diluted. You'll have like a minute where you could read through some of this book, right? But there's a helmet of comprehend languages that lets you just cast it whenever, so you could be able to read that and really anything else. It's kind of a multifunctional, multifaceted kind of magic item that you would only find at some place that sells the most exquisite and rare and useful of magical places.
So, Lot,
Yeah.
I know you
Give
say
10
you
back
have
the
a hard
book.
time selling these
Thank you.
guns, but what do you think they worth?
For just the ones on the counter,
Yeah.
probably about 25,000 gold.
And how much would the helmet be?
Right. The helmet would probably cost you about 250.
Okay. So we'll
Bartos
take
needs to
we'll
sit
take the
down.
helmet.
Okay.
And
I would like-
then do you have any portable holes or bags of holding in stock?
Sure. How many do you want?
Well, how much they cost?
I'd give you a portable hole for probably about $2,000 each. They're more on the rare side of the travel because they hold more. Bags of holding, I got your traditional bag of holding. I can sell you for about $750. I got some Heward's handy haversacks that are a little bit cheaper. They hold a lot less, but still worthwhile.
How about one hole, one bag of holding, the helmet for all these guns?
Uh-huh.
plus the excess, right? You
Not that's their guns. I can't say anything about theirs.
no. Like
Plus the excess. Yeah, we need that.
Okay. I was like, I mean, yes, I will take that.
I was like, I mean, does it really matter? Didn't you guys go into
Wait.
business last time we were here?
What?
So you
what
want-
access?
the excess gold
Oh,
because you got the bag for about what did I said 1,500 at two. Yeah, two.
I keep
That's
you
more.
honest.
Thank
You
you.
know.
And then the bag of holding for 750.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 3 total for all the
Yep.
those 3 things.
so that is 3750.
No,
Wait.
just the 3.
Yeah, just $3,000.
2,000 for the whole.
Yes,
750 for the bag. 250 for the helmet.
Yep.
That is
Got
3,000.
bigger on the outside, but apparently not on the inside.
So
that
you
is
got
still 22,000 worth of trading that we have among the party available to
So
us.
19.
22.
It was
25,000 for
Yeah.
the
Oh,
guns.
25.
I had
So
22,000
20.
left.
Right, correct. Watch nerds do math. It's a lot of fun for us. We are good.
Especially
at it.
when I don't hear the first number the
Uh,
first time.
The accent makes it hard to hear sometimes when I say specifics. Yeah, so you would be looking at about 22,000 gold coming back to you.
Well,
Can I get this?
we might spend some more here. So
All right, well, we'll set. You have 22,000 on the whole, right on the table right now, coming to you.
Yeah.
What else? What else are people looking at? What do you want?
I would
would
like
like a-
another set of glamored studded armor.
Another set of glamored studded armor.
I kind of blew myself up.
you didn't
You
blow
blew
yourself
yourself
up. You got
in.
eaten by a
In.
sphere of annihilation.
A sphere of annihilation. There's only one of those in existence. How?
You remember the deck of many
How?
things?
We
Yep.
I got very unlucky.
I tried to warn you guys.
Yes.
Oh, no, it was-
did
they
I
did not
not?
listen.
No, you totally warned us. I got drunk, and this is the reason why I don't drink alcohol. It's a very bad mistake. It's not happening again.
Do you have any more deck of minis?
No, absolutely not.
No,
I
The
do.
Partos vetoes. No.
I have one.
he already does have one.
Get a geck!
You have a deck of many things still? I figured you guys would have blown through all those fucking things.
Oh, it has a tune deck of many things.
A
Much
tune deck of many things.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I take a look real quick and see?
Oh god, please
Sure.
do not blow
I
yourself
hand
up.
him the deck.
He takes it and he immediately flips it over to show the faces of the cards and starts shuffling through it, like looking through. And he's holding it up to where you guys can't see the faces of the cards. He goes, one moment. I just want to inspect these. I've never seen anything like this before, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. And you see he turns and he opens that door, and you can see that there is just like a really shitty back room with like boxes piled up and like just clutter everywhere. He kind of like steps over some stuff and like shifts stuff around. He pulls out a monocle. And he walks back out, puts it in his eye, and goes, for me. All right. So I told you guys to be extremely careful. The first time you told me you had decks of many things.
Yes.
I want you to take that warning. Pretend like I told you to cuddle that thing and use it like it was your favorite toy. and I want you to expand upon that warning to a degree that would make that now that excess of terror and carefulness that you need to have. This deck makes the other deck look like a normal deck of playing cards made for children with funny pictures on it.
Gergak, you probably should not use that deck.
Please, please, please
Declare
bury it as
one.
deep in the ground as you possibly can.
Just one and done.
Garagak,
Yeah.
please.
Not in the
I
store.
don't-
That's rude.
Yeah, no, not the store. No.
Yeah, I can't tell him not to do it. It is his deck. There you go.
I really appreciate the nod
Yeah.
in here.
Don't tell me how to play with my deck. All right.
Just
I'm
not in my
begging, not
store. That's
telling
all
you.
I'm saying. All right.
Yeah,
Just
no, just not
respect
not
my place of business.
No, yeah, no, that's fair.
Because
I think
business
that was
is my
mostly just
business.
for a deck joke.
me. So
He hands it back to you. All right, shopping. What else do you guys need? You
I would like a bag of holding.
I deck as many things.
This
You
shopping
also-
trip is on me, except full decks of many things.
I would
I
also
will
like
not
to
pay for anybody else's decks of many things.
I don't have any more. I sold all 3 of them that I had to you guys.
That's fine.
Fantastic.
Can I sell you my boots of levitation, eyes of charming?
Sure.
Cool. Let's add that to our total, which is probably like 2220 now. It's probably worthless, but I'm gonna get
Or
rid of
you
it.
had 22,500 or so.
Can I
Okay,
get the
we
new
added
battle axe?
gold?
I just,
Sure.
yeah.
What kind of battle axe are you looking for?
One that is stronger than the. I don't need anything fancy. If you have just a plus whatever, it depends how expensive they are. I don't want to take all of our wares, but I also am very useful if I hit harder.
It is true.
Yeah, I got a +1, a +2, a +3. What are you looking for?
How much is a +2?
A +2 is going to be right about 9,000 or so gold.
That is a lot of gold.
Yeah, you're worth it.
We'll take it.
Okay.
Remember what we said about your growth? Take it.
It's true.
Well and done. You have 13K in the pot to go. What else are we looking for besides decks of many things? I don't have those. You wanted a bag of holding, sir.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
another 750 off the top.
I would like glamour studded armor back.
Diamond studded armor. I can toss you that for another 1,000.
So we've got 11,250 at this point, yes?
11,750.
Well, you said you were taking off 750 from the original 13K, which would have left us at 250.
Right.
And
But you are forgetting about Tumult offering me his items, which boosted
oh,
you
yes.
back up.
Okay, yes.
As of now, you have 11,750 gold. Chill.
All right.
That's
Bartos
pretty good.
is hoping that he will be able to find his staff of healing back in the material world. So does not want to go back with that, but perchance
Do you need
Some-
some new armor for your bigger size?
Tapartos could actually use some if you perchance have full plates, even if anything with a magical property to it would be nice, although likely expensive, but
Oh,
Don't you have full plate?
no, Tapartos only has half.
That seems like my memory is broken.
Actually, let Tapartos check, because he might, but I don't think so.
Because I'm pretty sure we bought you full
Um,
plate last time we were
plate.
in Waterdeep.
Did we? Oh, no, yeah, full plate. Okay, great. I don't know. Little fancier, or maybe a more specific shield. Tapartos is a little worse for the wear at this point and basic.
new shield, you say?
Either shield or armor. The better Tapartos can stay alive, the better he can help his friends.
Right.
Can I- So, Tartus, I know what shield you want.
What
Yes,
shield
Devin?
does the purpose one?
You want the Sentinel shield.
The what?
The Sentinel
The
shield.
Sentinel shield.
While holding the shield, you get advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks. The shield emblazoned with a symbol of an eye. Shield is made from wood and metal and carried in one hand. Wielding the shield increases your AC by 2. You can only benefit from one shield at a time.
Okay. So
And you
basically,
don't
just
need
gives me extra
attunement
saves.
for it.
Also
Yeah.
That's
that.
nice.
Yeah. Like, it's meh until you read that, like, no attunement needed. Like, why not?
That's
I
pretty
have
good.
a small
I'm gonna
list
take
of
the
items.
500 for the book off also.
500 for the book marked off. I can give you a sentinel shield. I got a couple of them laying around in the shield section.
Oh, yes, the shield section.
Yeah, sure. And you see he's still standing here, and he kind of like gestures, and a shelf comes like careening around the store and like full drifts a corner. You can see there's smoke coming up as it like full drifts around the corner and slides into place right next to you. And then it's just empty when it gets there. There's nothing on it. And then you hear this whooshing sound. You hear this as all of these shields come flying and locking into place on the shelves. You see there's hanging back on one of those little hangers, just like slid on. There is like 5 sentinel shields in like on a thing with a little price tag above them that says 1,500 gold.
Do they come in different colors?
I'm guessing you want a light green.
Yes, please.
Kind of like fans through. It's always the back one in these situations. It's always the back. Hey,
Let's take all the other
back
ones
one.
off.
And you see the little like rack hanger thing just separates on that one, but the pieces stay like suspended in the air, and it falls into his hand. And he hands you the back one. He goes, there you go.
Thank you.
Of course.
1,500. Okay.
Tempard, small list of items.
Yes. I'm looking for sleeping potions, a necklace of fireball, a robe of useful items, and a ring of poison resistance.
Alex to Az.
Yeah.
Why a potion of poison resistance?
Because I already have the potion of poison resistance, and like if I just have the one potion, like what if I need more?
Right, but why?
Because I still have that. Because
right,
that's one of the items that Templar remembered having.
Right,
and
I understand
so
you still have a
back.
potion. Why do you want a ring of poison resistance?
Because if I use the potion, then I no longer have it. If I have a ring,
Just
I
cause.
will always have it.
Az doesn't have a
Uh-huh.
reason. Az just wants it.
No, Az has a reason, but Az is refusing to say the reason because they know it's not valid right now.
But my logic is
Is it old Gnawbone?
It is 100% the dragon girlfriend that, 1, relationship never confirmed, and 2, has no idea who it is.
but I have the potion, and I want more than one. But I don't want to buy a bunch of potions.
So why do you want more than
But are you planning on going to a poisonous climate?
Well, so the thing is, like, Templar doesn't know why they have this or why they had it, but it must have been important if they still
Templar
have it.
took notes of what they needed for shopping.
There's a pre-done list. It's not magical. So you still have trigger poisonous.
It says ring
All right,
of potion
all right.
resistance, wink, wink.
It
All
just,
right, all right,
it just
all right,
had
all
to
right,
be
all
a
right.
ring. I feel like it would have been fine if it wasn't a ring. A ring just happens to be a stupid coincidence. I think like they would have gotten it even if it wasn't a ring.
Okay, he tells
Are
you,
you sure you need it now?
he looks at you and goes, that is a very oddly specific request. Let's see. Potions of sleeping? Do you want like help falling asleep? Are you
Actually,
looking-
you know what? Is there like a ring? Well, I don't know if there would be a ring that would allow me to basically have sleeping potions. So I
Isn't there a
have this
wand of
weird
sleeping?
cursed knife that apparently gives people nightmares, and I just want some just in case.
say,
You're
well, I
mean.
can like give you a thing to cure a curse or break a curse.
Well, I don't know if it's not technically cursed.
Do you maybe just have nightmares? Because people just
I
have
show-
those.
I show him the right knife. This thing apparently gives people nightmares.
Oh, there's nothing that's gonna stop that.
Yeah, but like, what if I slept good enough
You're still
that the
gonna
nightmares
you-
don't matter?
If you sleep deep enough, the nightmares will intensify.
you'll be stuck with them.
I see.
I tell you what, I can just fix that problem right now, and I can buy the knife from you.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. This is my knife. It's so much cooler looking than all of my other knives. If nightmares is the only side effect, it'll be fine.
Well, there you go. This necklace of fireballs, fresh out. Sorry, just had somebody come in and clean sweep us out. I have. What was between that and the ring?
Robe of useful items.
A robe of useful items. Now that is a pricey piece you're looking for. Those are high in demand and they are hard to come by.
Okay.
You are looking
have
about.
one.
I do have one, but you're looking about 15,000 gold for that one.
Oof.
Well, I mean, it's technically not my money that's paying for it, so I guess Anook would have to be okay with getting a robe of useful items.
We only have 9K.
Yep.
That's we're out of things. So you're telling me the only thing that you can give me off my list of 4 items is a range of potion poison resistance?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I can provide you with potions to help you sleep at night. I can do that, but I don't think it'll have the effect that you are looking for.
Well, in that case, we'll ignore that one.
I don't have any more necklaces of fireball because someone came and bought literally all 15 that I had made in one foul swoop.
Okay.
That's concerning.
I still have the necklace. I just don't have any of the beads on it still. Just out of curiosity, do you know where I could get more beads for it?
It's not precisely how that works. There's like the beads come with the enchantment that is held by the necklace.
Okay.
So it's
How
kind
do I
of
make it
a
work again?
you buy a new one.
Okay, what
Which
do I do
I-
with this old one?
You wear it because it looks neat.
Do you want this one?
Sure, I'll give you 5 gold for it.
That's more than we had.
Do you have boots of elven kind?
Sure do. Snaps his fingers and the shelves like spin in a full circle around until there's just like a boot section sitting right next to you.
How much are those?
Boots of elven kind make you a little bit more stealthy. Someone that walks around and all that clanky clank like you do would make you at least, well, normally stealthy. I give it to you for 1,000 gold.
Is that something we deem useful for Bartos and I?
So 1 set for each.
Do you have 2?
Done.
I have 12.
All right.
Marked off.
Light green again for both of you.
Yes, please.
Sure.
Well, you can do something different, but y'all got this aesthetic going that
No, not the part.
I mean, my pants are
Oh, no.
green.
Please
I
make
think they
it the
need
exact
orange
same
because
color.
that
It'd
way
be
they don't
great.
get shot in the forest.
hunting joke. Nook, I like you.
With like a bow.
Yeah, with like a bow or like a gun
Like those things.
Why would anyone shoot one of those in the forest?
to hunt.
Do you not know how people get meat?
I eat berries.
Tapartos' clan was foragers. My clan were hunters.
You
That
shoot
does
the
explain
animals
a
to
lot.
eat the animals, and then
That explains a lot.
That's why fishing's so much better.
While the boots are here, do you have a set of winged boots?
I do, but they're going to be expensive.
I'm gonna assume more than we got left.
I mean, they're going to be about 3,000 gold.
I'll put
We
that
can
on
afford
hold.
it.
I'll put that on hold. I want this other item a lot more, or at
All
least
right.
one of these other 2 items
Boots,
a lot more.
light green boots, dark green boots. You want a ring of poison resistance? We can get that for you, no problem. We can do this here. And he reaches behind the counter without looking, trying to be all sly. And he doesn't find what he was looking to grab. In his hand, you see his hand like shuffling around behind him, like, where the fuck, where did? And he like takes his hand back out and slaps the counter a couple times, and a like little slot opens, and this like you see this little tiny hand made from the counter piece that it opened, like reach up and set a ring box down. He takes it and goes, "There you go."
How much was that one?
What is that?
Well, since I couldn't provide the other items that were asked of me, that one can be on the house.
What is that?
See, lad, this is why I always have come to you for
The-
years.
The ring of poison resistance. that Tempard asked for mere moments ago.
Excellent.
So the item I really, really want is a set of goggles of night.
Oh yeah, the 150 gold. Done.
Yeah, because I'm tired of not being able to see in the dark.
I was too, but then I learned how to cast a magic, and then I can see in the dark.
When I was researching, there was something that warlocks use a lot. So, like something about a pact. I don't remember.
Eldritch Blast. That's yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of like the only thing you become a warlock for. But there's something that goes with it, and it's a magical item.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's a Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Right. No. Don't got one. You can't have one. And I don't mean that in that I don't trust you. I mean that in that you can't afford it.
What would it cost theoretically?
How much money do you guys have that you're throwing on the table here?
7,600.
That plus 10,000.
Well, that's not that bad. That's something to work for. But I know you have it, so I can come back
just
to you.
need to find
I
lots
have
more
it for
guns.
now.
Don't worry. I'll come back. If it's not here, I'll wait till you get another one. Worth
You
coming.
realize there's only like 3 in existence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you got something like a ring of protection, do you?
Oh yeah, for sure. And he like slaps the counter again, and you see like a little mouth opens up in the countertop, and it goes, boo, and like a bunch of these little ring boxes come pouring out. And he goes, "You got a preferred gemstone?"
I prefer not metal if you got one.
Oh yeah. He kind of like drops his elbow down, and the mouth goes, and sort of, and like sucks a bunch of the ring boxes back in. And there's just like 2 of them sitting down. And he opens them up, and one of them is a pure, what looks to be like a limestone band, and the other one is like a really, really deep, like blackened mahogany.
Oh, the mahogany one. That speaks to me.
That'll cost you about 1,500 gold there, Mr. Anuk.
Done.
Hey, Geragak, what do you not have resistance to? Is it psychic?
Well, yeah.
Is there a ring of psychic resistance?
Does anybody else want another ring? The counter's going to get mad at me if we keep this up. So if anybody else.
Or any other thing that may make our barbarian friend better? Barbarian friend?
Very good variant. Geragak, could you potentially benefit from a ring of protection? A little more armor added onto you, since you seem to like your general nudity?
Yeah. Like I could use some more AC.
It would make you heftier without armor. There are also bracers that do that same thing.
Yeah, would you
There
prefer a ring or would you prefer some bracers? The
Which
rings
one?
are a little dainty. Just
I would give the big guy some bracers.
Yeah, maybe some bracers.
bracers. Cool. And see, he kind of like walks over and leans against the boot rack that's still sitting there, and he kind of whispers to it, and he goes, "Hey, would you mind doing me a solid and going and grabbing the bracers shelf? He doesn't really like when I yell at him, so if you just do me a solid and go and grab him for me, that'd be great."
I like how all these shelves have their own personality.
And the boot shelf kind of like looks, like shifts and full turns and looks at Lot, and the entire thing goes, and then it pops up off the ground, and a bunch of little legs pop out from underneath it, and it skitters away.
They all have boots on them.
A few minutes later, they do all have little tiny boots, and they're all little replicas of the different kind of boots he sells. And you kind of watch this happen, and then the boot shelf rolls around, goes over, and you see it's now like sitting in front of a shelf that says bracers. And you can see they both like start like moving slightly as if they're having a gentle conversation. And then the bracers shelving unit goes and picks itself up, and you can see it doesn't grow legs, it doesn't do anything fancy, it literally just picks up one half and then the other and just and slowly trudges its way forward and plops itself down in the spot. And Locke goes, I really appreciate this, man. I know it's been rough lately. I haven't been getting as much attention as the other shelves, but I'm gonna fix that. You're my special bracer shelf. And you see the edges of the metal shelf kind of turn a little red. And he goes, Locke turns to you, Garrick, and goes, all right, how strong you want these bracers to be? Oh, I said Emma. Hi, Emma.
They say hi. We're shopping.
You're shopping.
Yes, we're shopping.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Do you want a +1 to your armor, a +2 to your armor, a +3 to your armor? How much more protected do you want to be?
I don't want to
Let's-
spend a lot of armor or a lot of
Let's
money.
start
I mean.
with cost.
Yeah, I don't want to spend a lot of money.
I mean, +1's not going to be very expensive. It's going to be right about the 1,500 that you were paying for the ring of protection. It's going to be pretty standardized. +2, you're going to be looking at about 5.
Oof.
+3, you're going to be looking more than that.
Do
Out
we
of
want-
game, do they stack
If
rings
you
of protection and bracers?
if you were to attune to like bracers, ring, etc., yes, you just can't, like, if you have bracer of protection, you can't also attune to more bracers of protection.
Right.
You cannot benefit from the same magical item effect.
Yeah.
But you can benefit from the same effect from multiple sources.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. That's pretty
Yeah.
basic, but it's been a while.
Yeah, no, that's I don't actually know where that's written in the rule book. That's just my thoughts on the matter. So
Hey,
Don't-
I get us a pair of bracers. You get you get one set. I get one set. We be tough, yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
2, since your friend is so lonely and he hasn't been getting much attention, we'll take 2 from him so that way he feel very special.
I think he'd like that a lot.
I think so too, yeah.
So that 2 +2s, 2 +1s, 2 what do we
2
got?
+1s.
2 +1s. All right. 2 +1 sets of bracers. What kind of color schemes are we looking at? What kind of? Oh, I got something. I got something for you guys. I got something. Don't you worry. I got something. Hey, bracer shelf. You remember that thing? You know, that thing we made? Yeah. You want to pop those out? Thanks. I appreciate it. And you see the shelving unit extends all the way up to the ceiling of this massive store, and you see on the very bottom shelf there's another set of racks for these bracers, and you can see there is one that is made of like one set of bracers that is made from like fossilized leaves.
Ooh.
That folds through, and there's one that looks like they are made they are made from like fake, like somebody took like fake bear paws and cut the actual paws off and made bracers out of them. Yes, yeah. And there are a few other like creative sets along the way that are like these unique ones. He goes, you don't do metal or like leather products, I'm guessing. So we got
the leather not so bad, but I just don't like metal products. They don't feel
that's fair. I mean, I can get you some basic leather ones, but I figure these leaf ones might be a little
I
nifty.
like
Pick
those,
me up.
yeah.
Yeah. You look like a guy that likes bears.
Yeah.
So I figured you might like these.
Yeah. It is fake bear.
It is fake bear.
It is fake bear.
It is
Just to confirm?
specifically fake bear fur. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take those.
You guys buy your bracers. Is there anything else anybody wants?
We got
I got
roughly 3,000 left, guys.
I got 2 fun items I want to look at. Iron bands of binding.
When I look up the braces on D&D,
Bracers of defense.
okay, yeah, but those say +2 bonus, Stacy.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
supposed to
there's
be +1, right?
No. So the base level is a +2. So you'll get the +2 from the bracers of defense.
Okay, I just wanted to
For-
make
for
sure I
both of
wasn't
you.
cheating an AC.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, you're good. I'm sorry, I have not looked at this item in a hot minute. I've been doing so good at doming these things as we go, but my resources in my brain are a little limited, so apologies.
Nah, that's still impressive regardless.
I
I like a Pokeball.
I can get you one of them little balls for about $2,000.
And the other one was Deck of Illusions.
That one's gonna be a little more expensive. That one's gonna approach you probably about 5. Normally 6, but 5 since I'm giving y'all the friends and favorite customers discounts.
You like this?
Okay. Well, I won't get those today, but I'm gonna note their prices down for when I come back.
Oh, you could get the
Prices do change based off demand. Just want to throw that out there.
That's fine. If I got a general idea and it costs more because they're in higher demand, I will help a buddy out and spend more
you
money.
could get that ball thing if you want it.
No, I want the boots more than I want these. These are my fun items.
Okay.
There is also brace yourself since you are here. I know there is something. If it is something of Tempar's alley, there is bracers of flying daggers that can throw magic daggers from their forearms. They are a dagger fiend.
I do like daggers.
I just want my winged boots.
Out of game, how many magic items of attunement do they have that they might need?
Oh, that one is a required attunement one. I don't know what else has that is attunement.
Nothing I have needs attuned right now.
None of mine either.
Do you have any like a bag of ball bearings?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Do you want some ball bearings?
How many ball
that sounds
bearings
like a great
come in
idea.
a bag?
Bag is about 1,000 ball bearings.
About 1,000 ball bearings? How much does that cost?
I'll give it to you for free.
I got 2.
Oh,
2 bags of ball bearings.
yeah.
Enjoy.
I would love to see what he does with them. I love
I'm
this
so
guy.
excited.
I guess since I have it now, I should probably keep ammunition for it. I'm gonna need arrows.
You want basic arrows? You want fancy arrows? You want
basic arrows?
Go
I am
for the
looking to.
fancy arrows.
I mean, how much more are the fancy arrows?
Well, so the difference here that you're going to be looking at, and the pretty major difference, is that if you buy basic arrows, your DM's never going to ask you how many arrows you have left because that's dumb. But if you buy fancy arrows, then your DM's going to constantly be on your ass about how many of them you have left.
Yeah.
You know, that's fair.
I'm fine for now with regular arrows.
Great. Arrows! You might want to duck. And he leaps behind the counter. You hear this. You hear from off in this distance, you hear, hold, fire! And arrows come careening over the shelves and land in a very specific pattern that spells out just lots on the counter. And he stands up and goes, there you go.
All right. And if no one needs anything else, I'd like those boots.
Go for it.
Yeah, please.
Winged boots. That would be 3,000 gold.
That leaves us with 100 gold.
And I will put my 1,775 in that pile and say, and whatever else you guys want.
Tepartos also has about 800 of his own leftover from general things. Anuk, he would be more than happy to donate it to your and Lotz's group
It's
arrangement.
okay. I think we find gold everywhere we go, you know.
Yes, we can too.
So we can worry about that later.
Okay. Lots, if people still have shopping to do, that is perfectly fine. But Tepartos does have a question for you about a particular item that we have come across.
What's that?
I'm gonna unsheath the scythe and lay it down on the counter in front of him. Is there anything you may be able to tell us about this?
About this?
Yes.
This is Orc Splitter.
Orc Splitter.
Yeah. I will buy this right now for 50,000 gold.
Oh wow.
If
Can
I
you
may
t-
offer words of wisdom,
Yes.
don't take that.
Don't take it.
Don't take that deal. No, that's bad. Don't do that.
So you're saying keep it and don't accept the offer for 15,000.
No, not 15.
5-0.
That was
5-0.
5-0-0-0-0.
50.
What?
Keep the site.
But do you know what it does? Are
or
you able
why
to
you would
tell us?
call it so valuable?
That, my friend, is one of a very, 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 very few weapons that have made it back from the holy wars, from the days where the gods walked among us and were forming what have become their major worshippers.
It's a relic.
So
That's
this
a
is
relic.
a holy relic. Of who?
And you're a holy man, so holy relic. Holy moly.
It's less a holy relic, but it is a relic.
Okay.
It is an item that was wielded by a dwarven champion long time ago. We're talking like right after the primal deities made people,
Right.
and then made the other deities to rule over those people. About that time period is when this axe was forged, or this scythe rather.
Oh shit.
I don't think you could have said it better.
Can you give us an idea of what it does? As far as
Well,
we
I'm
can
gonna-
tell, it splits orcs.
That's pretty much the thing, right? Is that it splits orcs. And we're talking like sometimes an orc will be like full and hardy, and they're tough sons of bitches. Look at your buddy Garagak.
Oh,
over
we know.
here. They're tough as hell. And you could poke Garagak with this thing in a fight, and he'll probably fall in half.
Would it not be dangerous to have around someone in the party who is an orc?
No, it's all about your intent. This is not a weapon of evil. This is a weapon of good.
Oh,
It's unfortunate, and times have changed since drastically. But in the olden days, orcs were made by the primal deities of chaos and evil. Not all orcs were or are evil by any means, but when they made their banners, when they fought in their armies, that was the side they fought on. This was made for the side of order and good. It is not by any means going to send you into a blood rage or anything like that. It is just going to be badass as hell.
I think that's perfect for you.
would it not be more perfect for Lysander?
I just got the +2x.
Oh, okay. All right. The Partos will hold on to this. I suppose I will take some time to attune to it and see what exactly I can get out of it.
I mean, if you don't like it or want it in the future, I suppose we could arrange a swapsies. But
Oh, absolutely.
in the meantime, it would be a useful thing to get you more martial power if you need it.
Yes, the Partos is really rather weak when it comes to actually hand-to-hand combat situations.
I'll still buy it if you don't want it.
The Partos thinks he will keep a hand on it, but if it does not necessarily prove useful, then consider it a potential future transaction.
I'll always buy it.
So I think with that, brother, we think our business is done.
Wonderful. Well, you know where to find me.
Yes, and we are grateful for you.
I'm always around, as long as you're in a major city.
Thanks, brother.
Of course. Come back anytime.
Don't we have
to-
gems to sell?
Oh yes, we have lots of gems.
We might want to keep the gems because Tapartos and I now both need diamonds.
They are not
Oh,
spell components.
They're not
I
spell
believe.
components. We were told
No.
specifically by Alex they're not spell components.
We
No,
can
but
swap
we
them.
can sell them to the jeweler and trade for spell component
Oh,
diamonds.
Tapartos does not want to see her again.
I'll go in and deal with that.
Thank
That's
you.
Okay.
Lots does. He
I am
gives us
hurt.
many good deals.
I am offended. Honestly, you just broke my heart.
I
Oh,
apologize. I thought a little too specific. That specific shops have specific things. I forgot the Big Lots has literally everything. Do you want some gems in trade for better gems? Or for a portion of the, you know what I mean?
I will give you a direct value transfer from whatever the fuck you give me to
Oh,
diamonds.
that is so much better.
I mean, it makes sense. You have to like when you buy things, you have to buy them like everything has a base value, and then everything like needs to be sold for a higher value. That's how economies work. So
Damn it, I
if
should've
someone
come to you and not the goddamn free market trade gem lady with all the fucking. Okay.
Didn't you get a good deal last time, Tapartos?
No! No, it did not. Tapartos threw up. That's what happened last time.
So we have a bag of a certain amount of gems we have not weighed or measured out. We would like that many money in diamonds, if possible, for revivifies.
bag.
Hand over the bag.
Bag.
How
Give the
many?
bag to the two spellcasters.
How many diamonds are here?
There is 6 diamonds of at least 300 gold worth each.
Split evenly? I mean, you
said
probably
300 word gold each.
Or whatever the revivify amount is.
Okay.
I think it's 300.
I'm pretty sure it's 3.
There one more thing that I think you can help me with. And
What's that?
they talk about the diamonds. It makes me remember. I need some rare oils and unguents and incense. I need to spend about 1,000 gold on this.
Okay. He gives you what you need, man.
I slide the last of my money over. With what was on the table, it's 1,000 gold.
Perfect. Any other business with lots?
Currently, no.
Wonderful.
Actually, one more piece of business, if you do not mind.
Not at all.
So first, would you be able to take one of these diamonds, crush it into dust, worth roughly about, Tapartos is assuming a direct transfer, about 300 gold worth of diamond dust, yes?
Just the one.
Yes, just one.
Sure.
All right, that
And he
is 3
taps
casts
it,
of Greater Restoration.
taps it, and it turns into dust.
Beautiful, thank you. And Tapartos would like to use 500 gold of his own money to actually purchase another diamond worth roughly the equivalent amount in case the worst happens.
So a 500 gold piece diamond.
Yes, please.
Sure.
All right, taking 500 out my shit. All right, so if one of us dies and we cannot get to it in combat, Tapartos still has us as long as he is alive. You will not feel okay. You will feel very bad.
How much would it cost to get the ink required to write stuff in a book of shadows?
It's 50 gold per spell level.
Okay.
There's no more gold on the table.
We're good.
Okay. So, with your shopping concluded, the rest of you head out into Waterdeep. Now, the rest of you get a little bit of a break for now, as we turn our attention to Devon. You find yourself waking up after a very long night. You don't remember why it was so long. You don't remember what happened. You don't remember where you went to sleep. But you know that you've never been here. You open your eyes and you see a town that you've been to once or twice, but it's different. The buildings seem taller and skinnier, and some of them look like they've had their windows and doors rearranged to look like a face. Hell, you swear that you hear one of them laughing as you walk by. Devin, please describe for myself, your fellow players in the audience, your new character.
So, walking down the road, we see a small elven girl. She has pale skin, bright blonde hair, almost glowing, and deep purple eyes. She stands at about 5 feet 3 inches. She looks very young, but still, she looks like a young adult. Not like a kid, but like a very young adult for, elven standards. She wears some fancy looking clothes, although they look very dirty, tattered, and like ripped patches in places, like possibly she's been traveling for a long time. She looks very confused. She walks around and giggles at this door that just laughed at her, and she's just kind of trying to figure out where she is now.
Perfect. What is your name?
And her name is Ileana Wolfwood.
Perfect. Ileana, you find yourself absolutely flabbergasted as you start to see the citizens of this town you find yourself in, and they are odd. Everyone has the most ridiculous proportions to them. Everyone is just the opposite of normal. You see that you've been to Waterdeep. You know Waterdeep to an extent. This is, and simultaneously is not, Waterdeep. But as you sit and you think about it, you don't remember. What happened? Where are you? You walk through the streets, more of these strange individuals passing by. And then you hear a very loud and boisterous laugh as you take a glance to your side and you see a small wooden shack, the word shop written on a poorly painted wooden sign on the top of the door, and a group of, in your current situation, very normal looking individuals come walking out of a store. You see the first and most prominent figure that you see, the one that drew your attention to this group in the first place, is a very large Goliath man, but not the mountain Goliaths you may be so familiar with. This Goliath is dressed like an islander, dressed like someone who spent their entire life on a boat. He's laughing, he's chuckling. You see he slaps one of his friends on the back as they walk out of the store. And that's when you notice the person next to him. Comparatively to the rest of the group, quite small. A very small human-looking individual that, while smiling, has a very identifiable, curious and chaotic look in their eye. Walking out behind them, you see not one but two furbolgs. The first one that walks out of the door, wearing plate mail, wearing very obvious signs of worshiping Sylvanas, staring curiously down at a very, very shiny, brand new looking battle axe in his hands, followed by someone who is pulling themselves out from underneath the door. A furbolg, but massive. Much bigger than any furbolg you've ever seen. It almost gives you pause because you feel like there's a giant in the middle of this town. But then a huge smile breaks across his face, and you hear him joking around with his friends. Follow that, a much smaller individual than the last walks out the door. Pale blue skin, a look of constant pondering in his face. Almost constantly scrunched, like he's trying to figure out a problem.
Do you carry your spellbook with you or in your bag? Tomorrow.
When we're in town, it's generally in my bag, but I kind of just summon it out when I want it.
Okay. And then the last one?
The last one gives you pause. Because among all of these normal-looking individuals, you see what might be a half-orc, but all of his features are elongated and stretched out and absolutely ridiculous. Obviously someone from here. It has to be. But he walks right along with this group as they make their way out into the streets of Waterdeep. Eliana, what would you like to do?
All right. So, as I'm looking around this town and very confused to see all these weird tune-looking buildings and sidewalks and signs, and I see the one vaguely normal-looking building, the wooden shack. Okay, slightly happy. Oh, finally, somewhere I can get some answers, maybe. Everything else is so terrifying and foreign to me. And as I see a Nook walk out, guess I don't know it's a Nook yet, but as I see a Nook walk out, I get even more excited. Like, oh, another normal person. Wonderful. Kind of tall, but I'll go up and I don't normally do this, but I'll go up and ask him what's going on. And then I realize that I'm not so sure I know anything about this place at all, as this next person comes out, being Lysander, followed by the giant Zaphatos. And then I'll start to panic a little bit. And is there like a fence or like a building or something I can like hide behind, but like still kind of like... So as I'm running up, excited to see a Nook and see everyone else pile out, I'll hide behind this fence. And I want to look around for like maybe some like rocks, or, like small pebbles, something I can like throw.
You look down at the ground, and there is cobblestone road. There are some loose rocks around. As you pick them up, one of them looks at you and goes, "Hello!"
And I immediately like scream, "Ah! Oh no!" And then I'll go like hide behind the fence.
The rest of you,
loud.
The rest of you hear this scream come from behind you. You turn, and you see just the coattails of this small individual peeking like behind a building.
I would run over. I think someone's in danger.
as you turn the corner to see me, I'm like hunched up on the ground, like ball, holding myself, holding my ears, and just kind of shaking. Not violently, but like shaking, like I'm terrified.
My friend, I like sheath my weapon, seeing things are mostly fine, and just like gently reach out a hand. My friend, whatever caused you to scream like this?
I'll turn around and look up and kind of like startled from the sudden contact. I'll kind of like back away slightly, and you see like a look of confusion, of panic, like obvious panic. And I'll look up and like I don't know where I am. That rock just said something to me. I I don't know.
Do I
And
recognize that she looks normal?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gargak
I'll
instantly
begin-
pulls out his dandy bastard and starts beating the shit out of the rocks.
Just gentle thudding by my feet.
Just behind, just boom. Ow! Ow! Ow!
I recognize that face. You must be new to Dandyland. Wait, how did you get to Dandyland?
What?
There is someone from the Prime Material back here.
Wait, what?
As everyone walks over, I'll panic even more.
No, it's okay.
No,
Casting, I'll like
I'm gonna-
step back and so I need some answers. Where am I? What is this? Dandyland? Dandyland? What?
How much do you know of the arcane and the different planes?
I'll like rack my brain for a sec. I am so confused right now. I don't know any. What? What do I?
Okay.
Planes?
Hey,
Um,
Kiki, where are you from?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm gonna make this really simple. And I'm gonna pull 2 blades of grass out of the ground.
Oh,
Okay. This one is where you are from. This one looks almost the same, and I'll put it underneath it, is where you are. It's almost the same, but they're slightly different. This is your plane. This is where the plane of existence we're from. This is the plane of existence we're on. Close enough that they could almost be the same, but as you can see, different. That's it.
We
Trust
all,
me, you seem really scared, so I'm not gonna try to go into more details than that. But
we all woke up in this plane less than a week ago, forgetting pretty much all of our memories. And everything is weird. If you look up, the skies are dicks. Everything is cartoony. It is.
And mostly dicks.
It's mostly dicks. And
whoopee
is-
cushions.
it's yes. It is a weird plane full of weird things, but I promise you, we are from. I'm assuming the plane you are from looking like an elf. And not like anyone else here, like hesitate vaguely pointing at Garagak and then like vaguely point at the rest of the town.
He's with us. He's from our plane, but he took a long nap and woke up like that. We don't know if it happens to everybody if we take long naps, but
I looked still very panicky, slightly less so as Tumult explained with the blades of grass. But then you mentioned take long naps and look like Gilga and back to panic.
Not
Okay,
that
wait.
kind of nap.
I sit down, like kind of pull my knees up to my chest to be like at a similar level, as small as I can be.
Yeah, I'm gonna
like,
crouch as much as I can too.
I promise that does not happen pretty much ever. We call it long naps because it's Garagak and the way he is. He perished in this realm. So if you stay with people like us, or if you are of good martial prowess yourself, we'll make sure that doesn't happen. Do you want to get back
I would
home?
say do our best to make it not happen. We can't really promise it.
Tumult.
Would you like a
What?
drink?
Yes.
Sorry,
water,
I can't lie to somebody, especially not an
Yes,
elf.
water, please.
You said water?
Water, yes. Water, please.
We can do water. We have water, yes.
We probably
Doesn't
have canteens
somebody
in our
have,
various D&D packs.
Yeah,
I don't know,
fill the
Ian.
waters.
Do you have water on your character sheet?
I have a mess kit.
You
Yeah, I've
have
got a water
stuff,
skin.
but is
I-
it full?
Yeah, I have a water
I
skin.
can't remember the last
When
time I had my
when was the
DM
last time someone
track
said
of-
they filled their water skins?
Why do you
Not-
make
Not
us
the
care
last
about
time I
this?
splashed water across the field.
I'm literally just fucking with you. Yeah, you have water, of course you do.
Take out cup from mess kit, fill from water skin. Here.
Take it and back
Just
up
kind of
again.
sitting.
Oh, by the way, I had activated my glamour studded armor to turn into my suit from way back when because I haven't had it for a while.
And I'll start sipping on this water and kind of like calm down, and I'll also like I'm still like make sure I walk a good couple feet back away from anybody, but then I'll sit down and kind of sip on this water, and then ask, okay, sorry, go ahead.
Where are you from? We all remember. Beyond a certain point, do you remember your childhood, your family, your home?
Think for a minute. I don't. No. I remember waking up here, and I don't remember anything before that.
Eh. If we come across it, I'm sure you'll remember.
Yeah, maybe.
It's kind of how it's been so far.
Yes, we've been kind of retracing our previous steps to attempt to regain our memories. So if you would like to join us in an attempt to regain yours, you are welcome to come along.
It is not often we've run into a normal person here.
Wait, did you make a deal with somebody?
A deal?
Okay, no,
What?
they're fine.
She doesn't remember anything. I don't know if she would remember making a deal.
That might have
The
been
Temp
something.
clan does not ring any bells, does it?
I wasn't referring to the Temp clan. I was more referring to Sulan.
Particularly scared of the Temp clan, honestly.
I'll think for a moment. The Temp clan sounds familiar,
Oh,
but
shit.
I can't think of anything like. I think
Why are you
I
being
can't
mean?
remember anything specifically about them. No.
I mean, the Temp clan is pretty all over the place from what I am assuming being all over and recruiting people, so maybe she just heard of
Yes.
it in the normal sense of people hearing about it.
Let us hope so.
Well, in any case, and in Elvish, I will say, welcome to this strange land and be safe. And we're here if you need us.
Hearing this common tongue, I'll actually like calm down even more and smile back at Morton and like nod. Sip more of my water.
I look at Tumult. She was speaking common. You didn't. Okay.
Yeah, but they're also scared, and I have huge respect for elves. Really soothing language.
It
That is
sounds
fair.
very nice, yes.
And so, friends, a new party member found. A lot of shopping and bartering done. And a little bit more information found about this mysterious scythe you were given.
Definitely going to take some time to attune to that.
Uh-huh.
Well, you can get into that on the next episode of The Dice That Bind Us. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Obligatory shopping episodes happen, and I'm sure as soon as this Dandyland conundrum is over, there will absolutely be an obligatory beach episode. So,
Yes, please.
Well,
Don't
that's where
give
I
up
was
yet.
going right now.
So stick with us. I hope you guys are enjoying the story. Remember, if you like what you're seeing, tell your friends about it. Give us a share on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. That would be phenomenal. It would mean the world. Other than that, be safe and have a good rest of your time.
Bye.